9社目はクラストジャパン株式会社ビジネスディベロップメントマネージャージョン・グレイズさんです。クラストジャパンは余った食材をアップサイクルして食品廃棄物と戦うという事業をされていらっしゃいます。はい、それではジョンさん、よろしくお願いいたします。
My name is Josh Grengs, and I'm in charge of business development at CRUST Group. We're a food tech company on a mission to fight food waste by upcycling surplus ingredients into unique beverages to help food service and retail businesses repurpose and reduce the costs of food loss and waste. So we have a massive global food waste problem. Millions of tons and 20 to 45% of food across food service, retail, and hotels are wasted yearly. And in Japan alone, 19 million tons of food are wasted every year. Food waste and loss is one of the biggest yet most underrated problems. And the reality is food waste is really hard to manage. Furthermore, new regulations in numerous countries will require businesses that generate food waste to treat it properly. This is where CRUST Group comes in to solve the prevalence of food waste and provide value back to businesses in food service and retail. Our mission at CRUST is to empower businesses in food service and retail to upcycle their food waste and loss into high-value products, reducing global food loss by 1% by 2030. Based on our belief in a more circular economy, we offer a food waste R&D platform that valorizes surplus ingredients into unique beverages for our food service and retail partners. Surplus ingredients like bread and fruit peels are reincarnated into products via our two brands, CRUST, our line of sustainable beers made from surplus ingredients, and CROP, our line of functional non-alcoholic beverages made from fruit waste and loss. So far, we've saved 600 kilograms of food loss and reduced 13,500 kilograms of CO2. At CRUST, we pride ourselves on being able to valorize a range of food waste and loss for our partners. So far, we've upcycled all kinds of bread and grains like rice, quinoa, and oats, as well as spent and stale coffee grounds, surplus fruit and vegetables, including the peels, seeds, and husks, cacao husks, and tea leaves into our unique beverages. We use fermentation and extraction processes that bring out the functional benefits and flavors of surplus ingredients. Our differentiation lies in using fermentation and extraction techniques to elevate a range of food waste and loss into unique products. We'll scale by being a plug-and-play upcycling platform for food service and retail businesses experiencing high barriers to producing a branded product made from surplus ingredients. We do this with the ability to conduct R&D and to go to market fast. In terms of our major customers and partners, we're currently working with a wide range of retail and food and beverage partners in Singapore and Japan. We are also working with Alba Group, bringing them in as our logistics partner to streamline the business's waste management, while also using them as our food loss provider to develop CROP. We use Red Mart in Singapore and other food loss partners in Japan to provide us with surplus bread. We operate within the intersection of upcycled products and the beverage market. Market size for upcycled products is massive at a size of 47 billion with a compound annual growth rate of 5%, while the combined size of the beverage market in Singapore and Japan, where we operate, is projected at 178 billion this year. We're also capturing the value of a combined 102 billion in food waste and loss across Singapore and Japan. We offer 3 B2b models: CRUST Standalone, where we sell our beers by bottle or keg to restaurants and bars; CRUST White Label, where we white label our beers with a personalized label; and CRUST Sustainable Unique Label, where we work with businesses to co-develop unique beverages using their own food waste and loss, helping them save costs and gain additional revenue. Zooming in on the Sustainable Unique Label model, for each 1 to 2 year contract, we charge a setup fee, an R&D fee, and a set MOQ price per bottle. This model allows us to achieve up to a 60% margin per bottle. We've grown our revenue 4 times month over month since November 2020 and have closed 3 SLU contracts since bringing in a larger full-time team of 9. To date, we've secured 8 partnerships and distributed in more than 30 plus food and beverage outfits. What is noteworthy is that our average contract value has risen by more than 300% since November, from $2,400 to $8,000 on average. We've been able to shift our model and now charge a higher MOQ with a higher per bottle price, showing the value of our brand and R&D capabilities we bring to clients. At CRUST Group, we have big plans to expand into new markets. We've already launched CRUST Japan in February alongside the release of our first product here, and are working closely with partners to launch in Thailand later this year. The CRUST Group core team has a vast range of experiences and backgrounds. We're all extremely passionate about creating a more circular economy. Thank you, and happy to take questions.
ありがとうございました。それでは質疑応答に移らさせていただきます。よろしくお願いします。
はい、お願いします。白井さん、早速手が上がってましたよね。お願いします。
First question, I believe you are already selling beer, and then are you already selling juice made from fruit and vegetable?
Yes, that's correct. So we have two main lines of products. So we have the CRUST brand, which is our sustainable beers, craft beers, and then we have the Crop, which is our health line of fruit drinks.
Okay, and then your ingredients needs to be, I believe, not fresh, but needs to be clean, so that among the all food waste, what kind of percentage can be your ingredients?
So the percentage, I can't give an exact value for that, but typically, for example, when we're making our beers, we work with grains, stuff that has passed, say, its best by date, but that is still actually safe to eat. So we use a lot of things like bread, for example, baguettes, rye bread, stuff like this, shokupan, so just plain white bread. We use rice, corn, other stuff that can no longer be served because it's past its best by date, but it's still consumable. And then through the beer, through the process of mashing and boiling and all that to make the beer, it ensures that it's completely safe to be used in the products that we serve to our customers.
Okay, just one more question.
Sure.
How do you secure the stable, supply of the ingredients?
Sure. Well, we work with a lot of different partners. So for example, hotels or other food and beverage establishments, restaurants, food manufacturers, people that generate regular food loss on a monthly basis. So basically, we find people that have a certain set amount of food loss, say if it's white bread or rice. We set up a contract with them, and then we get a stable amount basically coming in from them each month. And then we either use this product to create our own original line of beers, so we sell those underneath the CRUST brand, or we actually do co-branded products with the company so that they can sell, basically they can use their own food loss to create new products for their own brand and their own shops to sell and generate new revenue. And it kind of creates a circular economy for them, so they're not losing out on this food waste.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
はい、続いて小林さん、お願いします。
Hey Josh, I guess my first question would be where can I find your product in Japan? And then the second would be, can you talk a little bit more about why Japan was a specific market focus for your company?
Sure. Regarding where you can find us, well, we're available online right now, and we're just starting to access some in the Kansai region, working with some convenience stores, and then also some bars and craft beer shops that are going to start carrying our stuff. We just started recently, so we just released our first beer in March, so we're kind of just getting a running start here. But yeah, we're looking forward to getting our beers served more widely, both on tap and in bottles at a wide range of establishments. And regarding why we chose Japan, for one, Japan is a huge consumer of beer. It's a great market for selling beer. Japanese love their lagers. And another thing that really makes it a perfect fit is Japan is actually, I mean, so as somebody mentioned earlier, 1/3 of the food that is produced is generated as loss annually. And 50% of the food loss in the world actually comes from Asia. And of the 50% that comes from Asia, Japan is one of the top 3 in Asia food loss emitters. So basically, both for the supply side and on the retail side, Japan is pretty much a perfect fit for our business model.
Shame on us.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, thank you.
はい、では最後、鎌田さん、お願いします。
All right, thank you for the presentations. My question is how to scale up your business. So food waste is a big issue in Japan, as you said. So you need to scale up quickly your business. So Could you tell me some your plan?
Sure. So we're working with creating a wide network of partners. So actually within Japan, we don't have, say, our own brewery, but we work with brewing partners in various locations. And by doing this, we've been able to basically create a network where we can find, say, if we have a shop that's in Kobe that has a certain amount of rice food loss, we're able to find a local partner and a brewery that can help us transfer and upcycle that rice food loss into beer. So basically our biggest scalability problem is creating and building this network, and getting the logistics in place is kind of a big part of that. But we're working on doing, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, could you tell me the rough revenue forecast in next 5 years? Very rough forecast.
Revenue forecast. Well, we would like to see in USD in the next couple of years, if we could get $1 million in revenue coming out of Japan, that would be ideal. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. But yeah, right now we're kind of laying the foundation for setting up the logistics and the partnerships and all of that. So
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
はい、それではお時間になりましたので、質疑応答以上としたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
クラストジャパン株式会社ジョシュ・クレンズさん、ありがとうございました。